Hello Taurus, so I'm doing your weekly tarot for July the 2nd to the 9th. I'm going to take a look at what is going on in your situation. We'll find out why it's happening. We're looking at what's going on in your blind spot, figuring out what it is that's working for you at this time. And of course, we're seeing how it is likely going to play out with healing messages and guidance right at the end. Okay, right, so... Taurus, I love this one. Your first card out is Soulmate. It's a cute little puppy. Someone from your soul tribe, right? So with this one, the situation, it does involve a soulmate. Now, this could be a current soulmate that you're dealing with. This could be one that is soon coming into your life, okay? So take it as it resonates. It's combined with loyal friend, a wise, supportive person. So here it is, Taurus, an individual that I suspect is coming into your sphere of influence soon, who is a genuine soulmate. The type of person where you can just really genuinely relax and be yourself around, okay? Not necessarily romantic, although for some, yes, it absolutely could be. That's very, very possible, especially if, you know, if you're on the market, right? If you're not, then this is going to be a very close friend or someone who becomes a best friend, right? You don't have to fake anything with this person. You don't have to feel like you need to impress them or you need to put on an act or whatever it is, okay? You can just genuinely be you. Now, this is someone who is going to appreciate all of your silliness as well, and who isn't going to run away at the very first sign of stress. All right, so a wise, supportive person, and it's someone from your soul tribe. Now, I'm gonna take a look at the tarot and we'll see what other information comes out here, because as far as the situation goes, I don't really have much to work with. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna ask, can you tell us more about this soulmate for Taurus, please? I'm hearing Virgo. Okay, so if you just give me a minute here, Taurus, there's Virgo and someone else. Leo. Okay. Any others? Pisces. Right, so Virgo, Leo, Pisces. That could also be their Venus placements as well. Okay, can you tell us more about this soulmate for Taurus? Oh. Five of Pentacles, Temperance, Wheel of Fortune, and the Six of Pentacles. You've got heavy Sagittarius energy coming through with Temperance and the Wheel of Fortune. And then these two cards here belong to you. Okay. I'm trying to get a feel for what's going on here, Taurus. I suspected that. You've got the Tower at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So your first message that's coming through here this week for you guys is you're going through a very difficult moment in your life, right? It feels like it's something that you knew was building up for a long time. Do you know what I mean? You saw that the writing was on the wall here. And now that that situation has actually built up to the stage where you're now having to deal with it, right? So, for example... Oh, what would be a good example? For example, if you witnessed somebody going through ill health and then they were gradually getting worse and worse and worse, do you know what I mean? And then it's like, okay, one day I'm going to have to deal with this. Do you know what I mean? something like that here, because it feels like the red flags were there, the warning signs were there for a long, long time. It's not that you ignored it, because you definitely didn't ignore it, right? So this is one of those situations that builds up over a long period of time, and it gradually becomes worse, to the point where, okay, now today is the day where I have to deal with this. And today is the day where I have to take responsibility and, you know, do the right thing here, right? Kind of like hoping that this day would never come, but by the same token, always knowing that actually, eventually that day was always going to come. You just didn't want that to be today. Yeah. So that's why you got this Five of Pentacles here with the Temperance card. Now, the following on messages from it is saying, okay, even though you got the Tower here, like it's a horrendous situation, right? I'll just put that one there for you. Even though it's a horrendous situation, you've got a blessing here. Okay, with this Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Pentacles. So that's definitely a blessing in disguise. And you can see for yourself the cards that are coming out, okay? Like, there's no bullshit here at all, ever. This is definitely a blessing in disguise. Okay, it feels to me like you're being given something here as well, something of value. It could be material. Okay, like the chances are actually quite high that it is a material gift, right? Something very special, very meaningful, and or incredibly valuable, right? Again, the word value. That can mean anything to anyone, right? That could mean, oh yeah, it's worth a fuckload of money. And for other people, it's like, oh, it's valuable because it's sentimental, because it means something to me. It means a lot to me, right? Yeah. So whatever the word value means specifically for you in this context here, right? Now, you've got, I actually really, really love this for you, Taurus, because you've got someone who is stepping up on your behalf, okay? Because they're not wanting for you to be going through this horrendous time alone, okay? And they're not doing it because, you know, they feel compelled because they have this idea in their head that they owe you, right? They're not doing it for those reasons at all. Or vice versa, this could be your energy towards another person, Taurus. You could be the one that is the very good, loyal, dedicated friend to someone else who's going through a rough time. So take it as it resonates. But ultimately what we see here is that there's practical help that's coming through for you, so that you're not struggling. Okay, we do have this energy here with this Five of Pentacles. That's a hard energy, especially with the Tower, right? The combination of those two is basically someone feeling like they're being backed into a corner. And again, like, that's never nice for anyone to experience. So the fact you've got this person here that's stepping in because they want to, rather than them believing that they have to. Do you know what I mean? It's very, very genuine. A very genuine person, a very genuine energy. It's definitely not something that can be faked here. So you're not on your own here, Taurus. Okay. What's the catalyst? Opportunity. The chance is in your hands. Okay. It's showing... I might have to keep that held on the side, actually, because if I hold it in the upright position, it looks incredibly rude. I'll hold it up in a minute. It's, is that a mussel? Is it a clam or a mussel? It's got a pearl inside it. Either way, but yeah, I'll hold it off center. Try not to giggle. If I hold it in the upright position, the problem is, as funny as it would be, the YouTube AI is not actually that smart. No offense, YouTube, but your AI sucks. Okay. And it doesn't know how to take things within context. So that's why I need to hold it off center and not in the upright position. It's so bad. Only applicable to female bodies, by the way. You'll notice that men's bodily stuff passes every single time. But as soon as anything remotely female pops up, say, oh no, darlings, we can't allow that. Anyway, the chances in your hands. So for the catalyst, whenever you see the pearl, right, it means your skills, your talents that are finally able to see the light of day. Okay. Now, actually, it's a strange one, Taurus, because I feel that this is about your true your true personality finally being able to shine through, right? Because while this situation over here, and again, I don't know the full details of exactly what's going on here, it is in a lot of ways clearing the path for you to really embrace your true sense of self, rather than feeling like you have to maybe live at the behest of someone else. Okay. A lot of expectations were being put on you, and I feel that that is, well, after this week, it's no longer going to be the case, so that you can fully embrace your own true nature, your real, genuine nature, and let that shine through. Okay. It's almost like a discovery of who you truly are. Yeah. So the chance is in your hands. The opportunity is in your hands here. With that being a catalyst, I feel that that's indicating that you're making the absolute best of a crappy situation. Okay. Can you tell us more about the catalyst for Taurus here, please? Yeah, the Four of Wands. Stability, security, celebration, achievement, milestones also. Okay. Oh, interesting. The Three of Pentacles with strength, and that one's come out off balance for the catalyst. This one feels like running away. It feels like running away. So somebody, even though it's not abandonment, because that could potentially be the Four of Cups, I'm feeling that energy there, Taurus. I feel here that the, again, catalyst, concern and worry growing about certain people potentially running away or abandoning you in your time of need, in your hour of need, because that's what's happened before. That's what's happened before. So the fact that you've got this person over here stepping up without even being asked to is absolutely going to take you by surprise. I'm going to find out Just need to grab another deck here a minute. What is this strength off balance? Because you're definitely being uplifted. Okay. So you weren't feeling particularly strong or brave, right? Worrying about how you're going to cope, how you're going to manage, how you're going to do this, that, and the next, and feeling really, really shaky and uncertain, right? You're being elevated here, okay? You've got someone who's lifting you up, and that's helping you to find your confidence. What's this strength off balance for Taurus, please? Okay. Yeah, judgment. Judgment in the upright position. There's a very good deed here. Again, take it as it resonates, Taurus, because you could be the one that is doing the good deeds, right? For someone else. Love, true feelings for your blind spot. Interesting. For some, this is going to be romantic, okay? In your blind spot, either way, romantic or not, this person loves you. And this is how they're demonstrating their true love and loyalty for you. This is a proper faith in humanity being restored reading. 100%. Can you tell us more about... Oh, okay. That felt a little bit heavy. 4 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, Death, and the 2 of Wands. Yeah. There's an ending here that does open up a brand new path for you. I'm just unclear what that ending is, though. What is that ending that's opening up a new path for Taurus? Knight of Wands off balance. Okay, that's directionless. It's drifter. It's also somebody was afraid almost to think positively. Or someone felt bad for thinking of positive outcomes here. Can you tell us more? What is it that's ending here? 2 of Cups off balance. Okay. Another situation elsewhere is currently ending. And someone is trying not to celebrate that. Okay. I thought that one was a bit of a strange message. Okay, I'm back, Taurus. I'm really sorry about that. I heard some loud music outside and I thought, okay, I'm going to have to disappear for a minute because obviously I don't want to be copyright struck or anything like that. It turns out it was actually a delivery. So I had to go deal with that. And I can't actually remember how far I got into this one. I believe they were saying here that there's like a relationship or a connection here that is coming to an end elsewhere for someone else, and the other person is trying not to gloat, okay? Because there was definitely this message here of someone trying so hard not to get excited or get ahead of themselves or anything like that, okay? So either way, there is a situation elsewhere that's coming to an end. And what that actually does is it creates a new beginning, the start of a new journey, okay? Yeah, so was this 4 of Pentacles with the 9 of Swords? Thank you. This one's off balance as well, yeah. The 8 of Swords off balance, like literally that's the energy that I've been feeling throughout this entire reading for you here, Taurus, okay? Being backed into a corner, not being able to think straight, not knowing what direction to turn to, not really having much of a plan, okay? All of that was changing you not knowing what's going to happen next is what's coming to an end, okay? Because now we've got a definite answer, a definite situation, right? Which means you know where it is that you stand now, which means you know what it is that you can do next. I think that's always the worst thing about certain situations in life, is not knowing which way it's going to go, because it keeps you in this state of limbo. Okay, and that can be quite destructive, because you're wanting to do things, but you're unable to, right? So that state of limbo is also what is currently coming to an end. What's working for you? Serendipity and fated encounter. Okay, so whoever this person is here, with the soulmate, the loyal friend, the true love energy, right? It feels like it's part of your destiny. Okay, can you tell us more? Yeah. Knight of Wands is now coming out entirely in the upright position, as is the Two of Cups. Where did you recently see that exact combination? Right here. Only difference is they were both off balance. Isn't that spooky? Knight of Wands, Two of Cups, and again the exact same combination. Knight of Wands, Two of Cups. Off center there in your blind spot. Upright here for what's working for you. If this is about romantic love, this is a very, very good choice in love. Okay, you might have been holding back out of fear of being hurt, out of fear of being put in a bit of a either precarious or emotionally vulnerable situation, right? Here it's saying, okay, you're getting over that, right? You are starting to take risks again. Calculated risks. Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. What's going to work for you, Taurus, is for you to put in some very firm ground rules, okay? Right from the get-go. So that way they know what to expect, you know what to expect, everyone knows where they stand. Happy days. Okay, that's really, really going to work out for you. Also, I can see with that combination that you're a lot less inclined to put up with bullshit these days as well, which is fantastic. How this is likely going to play out for you: cut off, let go of what no longer serves you. Yeah, you're pruning away anything that hasn't been working out for you for a very long time. Okay, that could be people in your social circle, it could be habits that have been harmful, literally anything that has been stunting your own growth. You're pruning all of that away. And again, reinforces the message about how you're ending something here. You're either cutting something off, cutting someone loose, or, you know, there's some other sort of natural ending, natural conclusion that's going on here, okay, that then frees you up to really lean into the next chapter of your life. Right, I've got to choose my words very, very carefully here. I'm fairly sure you can read between the lines. Five of Cups, the World, yeah, and the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, I mean, definitely someone's going to be sad about it, yeah. That's pretty much inevitable. But again, with the World, a cycle coming to an end, okay? The World is a natural card. It's also a card of victory, right? So finding your feet again, finding your balance again. Okay. I also feel here with this combination that you're working through a lot of sadness, working through processing a loss, okay, and finding your way again with that Two of Pentacles. The King of Cups is your strongest overall message here, which is, excuse me, it is emotional stability, okay, emotional maturity, emotionally strong as well. I feel that this is saying that someone around you is supporting you and they are providing you with this emotional strength exactly when you're needing it, so that you don't feel like you have to do everything by yourself, okay? It's the highest level of support. Can you tell us more for Taurus, please? Let me see. I'm going to try and pull you another one. Else for Taurus, please. Whoa. Okay. It's quite a lot. Right, so it's quite a lot, Taurus, but also very, very appropriate. Look at the first sentence of that card. Release all doubts and fears. You're currently undergoing changes that are necessary for your highest good. They are changes that have been long awaited. Again, spooky. Leave the past where it belongs, in the past. Trust that everything will fall into place for you in divine timing. Okay? I also feel, Taurus, that this week you're likely going to try and make sure that everything is perfect. And here's the thing, you might not be able to. So be okay with not everything being perfect. Try not to dwell on the past or spend too much time worrying about the future. All it does is steal your joy and sense of inner peace. Concentrate on the here and now and enjoy every moment for what it is. You are creating new memories. Okay. A lot of emphasis here on past energies and how the past is closing out. That might make you feel a little bit discombobulated for a hot minute, while your new routine kicks in. But once you settle into your new routine, you're going to have clearer direction without the past acting like a leash around you. Okay? The reason some people have walked away from you for no reason has nothing to do with you. They have been removed from your life because of where the universe is taking you next. They have already served their purpose in your life. Let them go and keep moving. Greater is coming. Yeah. There's your blessing in disguise right there, Taurus. You're not supposed to take everybody with you into your future. And if you didn't get something that you really wanted at this time, or if you feel stuck, or if you feel like things are not going according to your plans, know that something bigger and better is coming. It's something filled with divine magic that couldn't come into your life if you were to receive what you were asking for now. So do you remember that message about how you were wanting something to be perfect and it's not going to be? That's that. Not everything is necessarily going to work out the way that you expect it to, or when you expect it to. There's a form of protection here that's going on with this energy, Taurus. Because sometimes what we think we want is actually going to be very, very harmful to us. So Spirit will oftentimes gatekeep. And this is gatekeeping energy, okay, for your protection. If you find yourself constantly seeing reoccurring numbers or words, it is a sign that you're being supported, cared for, and divinely protected by the universe. Beautiful things are about to happen to you, yeah. So allow it to. Of course you will make mistakes, but the biggest one would be not to try. You have nothing to lose. This thing that you have been thinking about for a long time, just go for it. Better an oops than a what if. We're here to support you. If you don't try, you'll never know. So give it your best shot and see what happens. Sometimes holding on does more damage than letting go, so leave behind all that has been weighing you down for so long and reach for the opportunities that are awaiting for you. I promise you, you will not regret it, okay? And comparing yourself to others keeps you stuck in a cycle of guilt and shame, and continues to separate you from your blessings. It keeps you small. Understand that everyone has their own journey, which always unfolds in divine timing, and your time will come. So that's another message here about divine timing and how something is unfolding for you. Okay. Let's see what the Swear Tarot's got to say for it then, Taurus. You have some messages for Taurus here, please. Time to focus on relationships and those who piss you off. And ask yourself, is it worth the fucking effort? Well, if anyone's pissing you off, then no, it's not going to be worth the effort at all. Okay. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful. If it has been helpful for you, Taurus, then I definitely would appreciate a cheeky wee like on the video. Or better still, maybe consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done already. I would absolutely love for you to join our wonderful community over here on YouTube. For personal readings with me, my website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Thank you so very, very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.